Everything seemed normal in Barcelona's preparation for the Champions League opener, but in a few days, three pieces of news completely changed the scenario. The return of Hansi Flick to the bench, the absence of Frankie de Jong, and the unexpected alternative stadium. Today you will understand how each of these situations can impact the team in the quest for European glory. After a suspension that prevented him from leading Barcelona in the Champions League opener, coach Hansi Flick received good news. UEFA partially accepted the club's appeal, allowing him and his assistant, Marcus Sorg, to return to the bench for the match against Newcastle United. The suspension of Flick and Sorg had been applied due to incidents during the previous season, specifically after Barcelona's elimination by Inter Milan. UEFA considered that both coaches had violated conduct rules established for the competition, resulting in the initial penalty. In the appeal presented by the club, Barcelona argued that the suspension would harm the team in a decisive phase of the Champions League and that the application of the penalty could be reviewed based on mitigating circumstances. UEFA then decided to suspend the execution of the sanction, allowing Flick and Sorg to take their positions on the bench immediately. Despite the favorable decision, both coaches remain under a supervision period of 1 year. Any future infraction related to the same type of behavior could automatically reactivate the original punishment. In addition, Barcelona will cover the costs of the appeal process, considered strategic given the importance of having their coach available for the Champions League opener. The return of Flick represents a sign of leadership. However, not everything is good news for Barcelona. De Jong sidelines Barca. Muscle injury complicates Champions League preparation. Frankie de Jong, one of Barcelona's midfield pillars, has been confirmed out of the team for the next La Liga match against Valencia due to an injury. The club warns, however, that the player is still working to recover in time for the Champions League match against Newcastle United. De Jong suffered a muscular problem in the right obturator externus muscle during training with the Netherlands national team. Upon returning to Barcelona, he underwent tests that confirmed the injury. Although not considered serious, the medical department decided to sideline him immediately to prevent complications and ensure the player is fit to play in the coming weeks. The immediate impact will be felt against Valencia, as coach Hansi Flick will not be able to count on the Dutchman. The main concern, however, is the Champions League. Barcelona opens the group stage against Newcastle in a decisive match. The club hopes de Jong accelerates his recovery and is fit for this match, but everything will depend on his clinical and physical progress in the coming days. Finally, Barcelona faces a challenge off the pitch. The Camp Nou is out of action. With renovations at the stadium, Barca will play their matches at the Johan Cruyff Stadium, with a capacity of only 6,000 spectators. This is not just a matter of size. The smaller stadium requires logistical adaptations, such as adjustments for VAR, broadcast booths, and even security for a Champions League game. The intimate atmosphere can bring fans closer to the team, but it does not compare to the pressure of Camp Nou, where 90,000 voices used to shake opponents like Newcastle. The challenge will be to create the same impact in such a different setting. And you, fan, do you think Barca will manage the challenge, or will these problems weigh too heavily? Leave your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel.